All right, folks, it's Wednesday. I'm going to give you the Wednesday challenge because this is midweek. This is when a lot of us tend to slow down and have things not be as motivated, not be as fluid. So for the Wednesday challenge, I challenge everyone to spend 3 more days of this week. You have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, at least 3 more days this week, getting in some kind of workout and then putting it on video for at least 15 seconds, 20 seconds of some of the things you're doing, and send it in the DM or send me a message with it. Let's check it out.
What's up, everyone? Chris P. Austin here, giving you some information on this book, Become Your Best, Mastering Confidence with the 6-Phase Process of Mine. This book came out at the beginning of 2021, and a lot of people, youth, adults, business people, sports people, people in relationships are utilizing it to be able to get closer to mastering their confidence. So if you don't already know about it, if you haven't gotten yourself a copy, it's definitely worth getting. You can go to chrispaustin.com/books, or you can search for it on Amazon. Become Your Best, Mastering Confidence. We'll see you soon.
What's up, folks, fans, friends, everybody out there in the volleyball world? Something I'm personally exploring today and this week is vision out on the sand. So, vision while attacking, being able to see where the defense is and making decisions based on that. So I want you all's opinion on some things that are important when it comes to vision. I know some things, perhaps I don't know everything. So I want you guys' opinions on some things that are important when it comes to vision on the court.
Yesterday, there was a boy who came in for one of his sessions, and what he came in with was, he said to me, right now when I'm getting on the court, immediately I'm having this essentially anxiety of I don't have confidence in this one skill. And his skill was related to volleyball, but this could be utilized for anybody working on any sport. So the first thing that people often figure out when it comes to their lack of confidence as it pertains to sports, or their lack of confidence as it pertains to life, is there's a moment that triggers it. There's a type of situation they get in, there's a type of action that happens, or there's some scenario that's replaying, and they know that either A, the experience that they have in that situation doesn't yield good thoughts, or B, somebody else, who's in charge of the situation, like a coach or a parent or a teacher or an administrator, somebody like that, may not have had confidence in them to complete the action, and so they don't have confidence in themselves. So the first thing that I tell him that's important to start alleviating is realizing that he's not going to change in a day. He's not going to become this super confident player. He's not going to become this person who has it all figured out. But right now, his sample size is showing him he's currently not the starter, the primary guy, the number one, the guy who is relied upon. So his current recipe isn't working for him to find the success that he wants. So having a true realization of that and having an understanding that that's the case is really the step one, the awareness that he's not where he wants to be. So as he has figured that out, we can start to dig into what things will actually change him and what things could get him to a more confident place. So what are some thoughts you have on how that began to shift?
Over time, how do you think one can finally accept that their confidence is not where they want it to be?
Well, a lot of it starts with the awareness of the event. It usually happens in repetition. So like him, he says, when I get on the court, it's instant. Like I get on the court and I'm like, oh, I'm worried about shanking the ball. I'm worried about making a mistake or whatever the case. But the reality is his current mentality is not allowing him to have success anyway. So if he were to shift his mentality 180 degrees, he has nothing to lose. And once he gets to that realization that he doesn't have anything to lose, that's where he can get his brain into a zone of being able to create new success for himself. What's up, folks? It's Chris. So today I'm going to be giving you 2 exercises, warm-up exercises that I've really enjoyed doing this week that have helped with flexibility and stand in shape. These are for anybody, any age, any stage, doesn't matter, male, female, super duper athlete, rarely do athletic stuff. These are things that can help you feel better. So the first one is going to be a lunge with a triple twist. So pulling your knee into your chest, trying to go above the height of your hip is the most important. And then when you step, extending your step out, okay, going into a 1-inch from the ground lunge to really get into this hip and start to put some energy into the quad. Okay, putting your arms out to the side, going the direction of the up knee, away, and then one more time. Okay, standing into that, Sometimes if you're out on the sand or out on the court or out on the concrete, you can take multiple steps. Right now I'll just back up again, and then I'm going to go to my other knee. So that first time I pulled my left knee, this time I'm going to pull my right knee above the height of my hip, step 1 inch from the ground with the lunge, open to the knee, open away from the knee, open to the knee. If you wake up in the morning and do about 10 to 20 of those, you're going to feel a lot better. The second exercise I want to show you all that I've really been working on is shoulder mobility and flexibility. So if you have a bar at home, that's ideal. Like a PVC pipe, you can get one for $1 at Home Depot. Or if you don't have a bar, just really working on the ability for your shoulders to be flexible and working on the range of motion. So starting with forward arm circles with your thumbs neutral, okay, going small and forward, and then starting to open that up backwards. So I would do about 10 of these forward, 10 of these backwards. We'll call that small. Then I'd go medium, where I'm trying to open up the shoulder that way, okay, trying to make sure that all this energy and all this space in here starts to loosen and gets more mobile. So medium forward, and then the same thing going backwards. And then finally, I really want to test my range of motion with big arm circles, okay, shrugging the shoulders when I get to the top, making sure that I get all the way around, okay, increase speed as I go. And then going backwards, the same thing, starting slow, working on range of motion, shrugging the shoulders, and then increasing speed as I go. If you do have a PVC pipe, which I'm gonna lean over here and grab, something you can practice standing or on a singular knee is trying to go from straight arms, shrug your shoulders up, loop all the way around behind your body, and then back up forward if you're able to do that. Get a little bit closer with your hands, okay, and see if you can increase the test there. If you're able to do that, get a little closer with your hands until you get to the point where you're literally not able to have your arms go behind and loop it, and then I would spread out a little bit with my hands so that my shoulders could indeed make it. So those are the 2 exercises I've been liking to do recently. Hope that helps. Really appreciate you being a part of my Patreon community. And if you're not already, go to patreon.com/ChrisPAustin. This is where I'm going to put out the content for motivation, what I'm doing this week, athletic things, business things, sports things, relationship things. Really appreciate you being along for the ride.